Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Javon, but if you've been here a while, you know my name is G, and if you've never seen me before, welcome to Trans-revelations chapter 12, verse 34. You're probably wondering, what does that mean? What is a trans-revelation? Whatever. It's translation and revelation squished together. Because here on my podcast, we're going to translate BS in a biblical way. Now, don't get scared. Don't get scared. We're not doing no Christianity transfers. We're not doing anything really spiritual, but we are going to be talking about our spirit and our soul. Period. Okay. So if you a baddie, or you consider yourself hood adjacent, which we'll get into later. We'll get into it later. Stay tuned. Grab a blunt, grab a shot or a glass of wine, or grab you a dab pen and sit back and join us on this little ride. Today I am smoking M Infused. This is their new disposable. As you can see, it looks just like a nicotine vape. Here is one for relevance. But I just want to talk. I just want to talk realistically. I'm starting a podcast just because realistically, I feel as though I'm a very intellectually deep person. Uh, a lot of what I have to talk about, not a lot of people want to hear. And if you don't want to hear it, log off now. You really can go. And I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute. Because I'm talking my shit. I'm talking my shit. And if you don't want to hear it, you can gladly stay or leave. This is a safe space for me. For me and anybody else that wants to join along for this journey or hear a different perspective they've never heard before. This is for them too. But if you don't want to hear anything, you got negative things to say, you got bad comments, whatever the case may be, bye. So, I mean, I just 2024 is the year of the truth. Personally, and if you feel this message, you get it. For the girls that get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not gonna go too in depth. I will explain some things throughout this, but I'm not breaking down everything. 9 times out of 10, you're a grown ass adult listening or watching this in your free time. So I mean, we just gonna have a conversation, sis. We're just gonna have a conversation, okay? That's really all it is. I don't want you to feel targeted. I don't want you to feel as though I'm attacking you. Like we're just gonna talk about things going around in your life, in my life, in different states, in different communities, in the black community, in the gay community, in the bad bitch community, in the single community. I'm a part of so many different demographics that I just give a really different mindset and perspective on a lot of things. And shit. Excuse me. Let's talk about them. Like, I think today we're gonna talk about I have a few different topics. I'm pretty sure what I'm feeling the most right now is reciprocation. It's I think that's really resonating with me right now. I that's the key word for this episode and the key word going into 2024. Reciprocation as in meaning I should be one of these bitches. Pause. We're gonna be one of these bitches that Googles it. We're gonna get the real definition of these words because I'm gonna give you guys a word every fucking day. Every time you tune in, we're gonna do a little word and then we're gonna break down that word. We're gonna trans-revelate it. Okay. So let's look it up. Reciprocate. To respond to by making a corresponding one. To respond to a gesture or action by making a corresponding one. Anything, any and everything should be reciprocated. Love, happiness, anger sometimes, work ethic, like I feel as though these days not a lot of people reciprocate the energy that they claim that they want from people. This is the same with jobs, especially in jobs. You get favorites, you get people that you cling on to or that you resonate with more than certain other people. So you treat them differently. You might invite them to go out for drinks, or you might give them a task that you wouldn't give somebody else, or like but with that being said, you don't put the shoe on the other foot, is what I'm saying. Is like with that favoritism, it's not the other way around. Like I ain't going. That's your choice. That's really your choice. That's your choice to have me as one of your favorites, to treat me differently than other people. Like I personally don't. That's a lie. I definitely have favoritism, but it's not favoritism. It's more so people that have rocked with me or shown me more loyalty than others, which that's a whole nother diving into it of itself. But with reciprocation, in the fact of, we're going to translate it into relationships. Sex is not a reciprocation mechanism. Sex is not a reciprocation mechanism. In a relationship, if all you're providing me is dick and I'm paying the bills, I'm cleaning the house, I'm cooking, I'm doing your laundry, your dick isn't enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. And I'm not saying you have to pay the bills. I'm not saying you have to go 50-50. I'm not saying those things, but I'm just saying, like, think about me. The fuck, think about me. Think about me during the day. Like when you're scrolling on Instagram, when you're scrolling through TikTok Shop, when you're on Amazon, you ain't thinking about me. You ain't like, oh, maybe they'll like this. Oh, maybe like, when you're at the grocery store, you don't think. When you are at the gas station, you don't think about me. When you're at the dispensary, you don't think about me. Like these are literal little things. When you are literally texting me, you don't see no GIF that reminds you of me. Like little things, like it's not even like a big deal. It's just more so like y'all aren't thinking about, like, you're give and take, and most of y'all are just taking. None of y'all are giving shit at all. And this message isn't just for people in relationships. This goes into friendships too. Friends don't reciprocate energy either. You make plans, you carve out time, you choose what y'all gonna do, but then they fall through, they forget about them, they overbook themselves, and then you're left as a second, third, fourth, or fifth option. But if you do it, it's a problem. That's the bullshit that needs to stop. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. If you're gonna do it, expect me to do it 10 times more. Okay, just know that you open that door to this 10 room mansion that I want to now sleep or fuck in each room. Okay, because you have now opened, you given me the keys, you've opened it up and said play around. So to think anything other than that was going to happen is honestly crazy. It's just mind boggling to me. And then when you call out those said things that are happening, whether it be a relationship, a job, or a friendship, you're bogus. You're mean. You're rude. You're disrespectful. But me, I'm a bitch. You are not fit to call me any of those things. None of those things. None of those things. What so fucking ever. Unless you got the receipts within the 30 days to return that bullshit that you is serving me right now. Because ultimately, I keep my receipts. Okay, I return my shit way before the 30-day allotment. Okay, so you ain't finna come at me with shit. Nada. Nada. Nothing. What so fucking ever. So I've never been shown proof. I've never been given proof. I've never been given the option to prove I wasn't being bogus. Like I never was given those choices. Like at all. Like so it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me. It's really just crazy to me because like I'm all about reciprocating energy in any way, shape, or form. Like whatever, however you treat me is how I'm going to treat you to show you that that was some bullshit. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you, knowing your own bullshit. Like we're adults. Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Put down your phone. Whatever you're doing, look at me right now. Look at me right now. We're adults, right? Correct. So you if you this doesn't apply to all adults. If you pay a bill, okay, if you put gas in your car, if you go to the grocery store, can you tell them the same things that you tell me or these other bitches you know you're on bullshit with? I'll wait. And here's some examples. I don't know. That you can't tell that to no bill collector. You can't tell that to no person at Walmart when you're checking out. You can't tell that to nobody. Nobody at the gas station when you pump the gas and you drive off and they arrest you. You can't tell that. You can't say that shit. So using it in any other context as a grown ass person is ridiculous. Ridiculous as hell. Because you wouldn't believe that shit. I know most of you bitches would not believe that shit at all, at the fuck all. So for you to, and most of y'all, yeah, I'm talking about some of y'all that are watching because I know that some of y'all are peeping this shit thinking that I won't call you out. Yep, I'm talking about you. Some of y'all be telling on yourselves. That's the thing. If you really one of these niggas that got that splat, that got that sauce, that really think that they getting over, getting ahead, getting whatever, you ain't finna say shit. You ain't finna go back and forth with me, especially if I talk about dropping you, I talk about whatever the case may be. 9 times out of 10 niggas be like, oh, you're not finna argue with me? No, because you're gonna keep arguing, you're gonna keep lying. What's the point? As an adult, if you ain't finna tell me the truth, like, cool. Have nobody to lie to whatsoever. I have nobody to lie to at all. Nobody. Because for what? Me saying the truth isn't gonna hurt me. It's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop me. It's not gonna stop shit. So some of y'all lie like y'all got something to lose, which some of y'all probably do, but y'all lie about little shit. Or y'all lie and then have it posted publicly somewhere. Like I had this nigga lie about where he was literally from and then has a public Instagram with it in his bio. Why did you lie? Why did you lie? There's no reason to lie. There's literally no reason to lie. I wasn't lying to you. This is where reciprocation comes in. I'm giving you straight, honest energy. I'm not asking you anything that's too deep. I'm not asking you any security questions. I didn't set you up once you got here. I'm just trying to keep a conversation going. They make you feel like you're the FBI. Like, nigga, I have a question. Like, I don't. It's you bitches that don't ask questions. That's the problem. That's the problem. Bitches don't ask questions, and I'm talking about you, Mary Lou Who Sue and bitch Suzanne, whatever your name is, bitch. You need to ask more questions. If it does not add up to 4 and it's 2 plus 2, figure that shit out. Figure that shit out. If you're getting 6, if you're getting 7, if you're getting a fucking 5, bitch, figure that shit out. Figure that shit out. Because what are you sitting here like, pause. You're one of those bitches that on the math test, if you didn't get the answer, you chose the one that was close enough to whatever number you figured out. And that's cool. That's cool. I was that bitch once upon a time, but now math is my favorite subject. I have questions. We need to get to the bottom of this equation. Why, how, and who? Because it's not adding up. Trust your soul. Trust your gut. That's the biggest thing that I'm realizing or more so instilling into myself going into this year. Trust your spirit and your soul. And that sounds crazy because some of y'all bitches ain't got those. But get it out the trash and find it and dust it off, clean it up, okay? And then listen to that motherfucker because literally it's going to provide you so much insight right now. I don't know about y'all, but this year is the year of the truth. All of the truth is coming out. All of the truth is coming out. Every single truth. You saw it with Diddy. You saw it with Cat Williams. You're seeing it with I'm not gonna go into all of the tabloid drama. Y'all see it. Baddies, South Central baddies, whatever the case may be. Everything is coming to the light. There ain't shit that's gonna be able to hide. There isn't shit that's gonna be able to hide. And I'm telling you that right the fuck now. And it's a little scary, but in the same sense, like if you're a bitch that really stands on business, like I'm a bitch that really owns up to anything that's happening, like realistically, like so what? Okay, now what about it? You got your answer, and now where are you gonna go from here? Because like realistically, I did it. I was there, I lived it, I thought about it before I did it, or I didn't. And then I thought about it afterwards, and I'm still fucking here. So what about it? You were concerned, you were intrigued, you wanted to be a part of it, you want to collaborate and do so, like whatever the fuck the case may be. Why are you here? Here's my new response to bitches. Fight, fuck, or get the fuck out of my face if it's not about money. Because we have nothing to talk about. There's really nothing to talk about. If you gonna be all up in my face taking up space, you can move the fuck around. This is my, I don't know what this is called. But we're gonna take a pause and we're gonna hit this. Yeah, you can just move the fuck around. That's just really how I feel. I ain't got the time for it, and it all just goes back down to the word of the day: reciprocation. Like I don't. That was a good one. I don't see the point in lying or doing something that I'm not initiating without then after you initiate doing so, I don't reciprocate that shit. Why would you continue to move like that? I don't get that shit. And then this leads into our next segment. Family. First of all, I gotta speak on this. Blood does not mean family. Okay? And those besties you call your sisters and your bros ain't family either. Alright? It's just the facts. It's the life that we live in 2024. It's what I've come across. I fucks with people heavy, but I don't unless we really blood, or unless you really you've been in the trenches with me, we you're an associate. I don't know you, but if it's a can of paint, then I don't know you better than this motherfucker. And I just bought this like 2 weeks ago. So like I when it comes down to family, a lot of family members ain't talked to you since you was born out the coochie, and be like, hey, can I get some money? Or expect you to do something for a family member they know you don't fuck with, or a family member does something wrong to you, and then everybody else expects you to move on from that shit without acknowledging the dirty shit that was done. Fuck that. Fuck that. I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in that shit. Blood don't mean family. I don't owe shit to nobody except the two people that created me. And may he rest in peace. My dad is gone. But my mom is the only female, the only queen, the only person around here I owe shit to anything to whatsoever, whatever that may be. Anything she asks is hers, and anything she tells me, I listen. Anybody else can sit on it and spin, because it's no. There's a lot of older family members that feel entitled to being respected when they've never respected you a day in your life, or don't even know how to respect Jesus Christ himself, to talk about being respected. Like you, especially for the simple fact of the day, their whole thing, my biggest pet peeve with anybody, and this goes for anybody, is demanding respect without giving an inch of it to anybody around you. First off, right? Like a yes sir, yes ma'am, please, thank you, any type of respect, and then demanding that shit or being upset that they didn't give it right away is going to get me hot. Get I'm gonna be up here before we even know it. Before we even that's the way to get me heated. That's the way to get me heated, is to demand some respect without even knowing how to give it or doing it first off. Cause I don't know you. Like I respect is given first off. But the moment you demand a higher level of respect without even showing me why, bye. You can move around. Cause no, like I don't know who invented that. I really don't. This is hitting. Just know that if these released yesterday, what day is it? It's the 27th, the 26th of January. Go get this if you have not. It's liquid diamonds. I don't know how much they're gonna cost. And this is the cool part. If you want to say somebody's like, "Ooh, let me try it." No, bitch. Move your crusty ass lips away. Did you? And that's the way to unclog it too. Like, I went to the cannabis convention and saw this shit and was like, oh my gosh. But anyway. Yeah, family members do. I have a few family members that do that. They demand you to treat them like their grandma or great grandma, and it's like, she's the matriarch of our family. Like I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you shit. First of all, I personally ain't came out your coochie. I don't know very many people that did. So I don't know why you're talking. You feel me? Like, and I just go, this is another translation. This translates also into generational differences. Okay. Me, I think I found out that I'm Gen Z. Yeah, I'm Gen Z. Okay. Millennials, we butt heads for the simple fact of that y'all want to tell us how to live our lives or go through our lives based on a 10-year difference of how we're living and what time period we're living in. I love the constructive criticism. I love learning from the older people. You never know. I like listening to anybody. For some reason, for me as a child, I was always prepped and ready to go on a game show. You never know what you might hear that might prep you for a question, okay? Or one of them radio things. You never know what you might know. So I absorb a lot of things. I like to listen to anybody or whatever. Let it be bullshit or let it be wrong. I might have the most stinkiest look on my face, but I'm still listening. Like I might not give a fuck about it, but I might think about it 2 months, 2-3 years, like whatever the case may be. It might pop up in my head. But it's the way you come across. Like I get along with people. I get along with more millennials than I do Gen Z, for the simple fact of that my brother is a millennial. We're 9 years apart, so I get along with people that are like older than me. So like from like 27 to 35, I get along with that group of people. But a lot of them look at me as 22, 23. Okay, and as a Gen Z, and they poke at me like the rest of the bit, and I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those. And there's a few of us that aren't the same. Like not all of us act like these 18, 19-year olds. Like I fucks heavy with most bitches over the age of 21. Okay, I usually get along with them. We usually vibe, and the bitches that I don't get along with are bitches that don't know how to talk to people or are intimidated by themselves and want you to tone it down for them to feel brighter and louder. Fuck all that. Meet me at my level or drown out in the back. You know? So the few 30-year-olds I've come across that I can get into conversations with, some of them in the moment we get heated and I have to tell them like I'm not. My biggest thing is that me and my mom are best friends, and our age difference is a lot bigger than me and millennials. Okay, even me and my brother. At the end of the day, there's a respect. Period. There's a respect line. Like I might not like that nigga. I might not agree with my mom most of the time, but I respect both of them highly. Okay. So the moment you start talking down to me or you start little boying me or like talking to me like I'm your kid, we have an issue. We're gonna have an issue. And I know plenty other Gen Zs that are the same way. There are plenty of other people in their early 20s or 18, 19 that ain't finna go for that shit. Like you will get your shit wrecked. And the mindset of respecting your elders is crazy when they're disrespecting you. Let's get into that. Let's repeat that. Hold on. Pause. I need to have this very clear. The mindset of respecting your elders as they disrespect you constantly, may I add, is crazy. Because hell no, I don't give a fuck. And realistically, I was raised to respect your elders, for whatever the case may be. But I went through a situation when I was, I want to say 19, 20, whatever the case may be, and I was very respectful, okay? I was in charge, whatever the case may be, and this old man was racist, whatever the case may be. He had an episode and physically attacked me. I did not lay hands on him. Other than to defend myself, which was pushing him off of me because this man was trying to choke me, okay? That's another story. Anyway, I defend myself. I walk away. I call corporate. I'm like, y'all need to send him back to the home, whatever the case may be, because like, something's going on. I'm thinking about from like an elderly perspective. Like I didn't attack, like whatever the case may be. My contract gets canceled. I get fired. I get banned, and he continues to keep his job. Don't give a fuck no more. I tried it. I was raised that way, but the next time I'm getting my leg back. And some of y'all old people, some of y'all people over the age of 30 really think that shit is sweet. Y'all really be sitting in this place of like, oh no, I used to whoop ass back in the day. Your knees are creaking, sis. Let's get into it. Your knees are literally creaking. Your hips are on the verge of collapsing. Okay. I do not want to rock your shit. And realistically, you might be sitting here like, you ain't gonna rock nobody's shit. Get me pissed off. Get me lit. Get me heated. And I don't know who that bitch is. I am not responsible. I truly am telling you that from the deepest, bottomest pit of my soul. I am scared of myself. I'm scared of myself. I'm not scared of damn bitch, but myself, God, and my mom. Okay, those are the only three bitches that get me. Because realistically, no, I ain't even gonna disclose what no, because it scares me. It scares me. I'm a Taurus and a Scorpio. No, no, it's dangerous for these parts. Like, tread lightly. Find you something safe to do. That's really all I have to say. Find you something safe to do because, like, especially when it comes to older people. Because, like, no, I am not a kid. Like, and I don't even. The thing about it is that I don't even disrespect my niece. My niece says and nephew, like, and I don't even have much contact with my nephew, but my niece, I would never disrespect her, like at the fuck all, like whatsoever. She might think stuff is funny, and I might snatch her up real quick, like give her a little hug and twirl her around, but like laying my hands on her or like yelling at her or like talking down to her. No, no, because I ain't tolerating that shit, and I'm teaching her that shit. No, no. Anybody talks to you other than this tone volume, you because no, I don't tolerate disrespect. And 9 times out of 10, I'm as a Taurus, I'm gonna leave. I'm not even gonna engage in the bullshit because like you will be fucked up. Like it's funny, ah ha ha. Your life is funny, ah ha ha. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't. Me, no fucks to be given. Cause who that shit is funny. Mm-mm. I have no reason to give a fuck. I don't. I don't. I really don't. Because like people be like respectfully. I use that shit as a disclaimer. Like I truly say respectfully or disrespectfully. I have no problem letting you know if I'm about to come across disrespectful or not. It can go either way. Okay. And for the bitches that say win, lose, or draw, lose. Bitch, no. Win, lose, or draw. I just want you to know ain't nobody pussy around here. I just want you to know it can go any which way. Like you can say you beat my ass, but I'm going to get my licks in. Like that's all I'm trying to tell you right now. Like I just told you, I'm scared of myself. Like realistically, like 9 times out of 10, like my panic attacks or like my fears, be afraid of what I'm gonna do in those situations because you back me into a corner. I'm not responsible for the bitch that comes out to defend Jervon. I'm not. Whoever Jervizzle, that's who I call them. Jervizzle gonna fuck you up with everybody else around, and I can't do shit. I can't do shit for you, my guy. I can't do shit for you. So yeah, anybody and everybody from family, friends, relationships like that, and this translates this message from older family members demanding respect and being disrespectful goes the same for friendships or people of your same age group. You bitch, some of you bitches be 18 months older than bitches. Okay, and I understand. Because I'm 22, about to be 23, and 21-year-olds will be like, oh my gosh, you're so young. But I don't do the disrespect or demanding respect from them. If you don't just already respect me, I'm just gonna move the fuck on. Most people weren't raised right. That's what we have to realize. Most people weren't raised right. Okay, I was. So I can't expect bitches to have had good mothers that were raised in the child under Christ like I was. Like my mom was really that bitch. Like she really did. Y'all might think I'm crazy for what I'm about to say, but I tell my mom she has good pussy all the time because she made me. Okay, period. She did that shit. She did that shit phenomenally. Okay, phenomenal woman. Okay. So, so yeah, it's not our fault. it's not our fault that everybody wasn't raised right. Like I keep trying to push my mom to write a book, and I'm gonna get her on this podcast, trust and believe, because she did that shit. She did that shit. She's still doing that shit. Okay, so I just some people were just raised to be entitled assholes. Like I don't even get, like, and some of y'all people raising kids now need to remember that shit. Like, remember those bitches that you hated in high school that had snotty attitudes. Do you want to raise one of those? Do you want to raise a Kenzie? Do you want to raise a Jasmine? Do you want to raise a Monica? Whatever these bitches' names that you did not fucks with, do you really want to raise one of those? Like, ultimately, and the nice thing about it is that I guarantee you those bitches' parents either knew that they were bitches like that, created bitches like that, or didn't give a fuck that they were bitches like that. So, like, be mindful with these kids that y'all having. Like, y'all can have them, even the trap niggas, whatever y'all doing with these babies. Just remember, y'all building a society. Please remember that shit. Like, I'm so sick and tired of bitches that aren't socially and self-aware. Like, that shit is just so irritating. Oh my fucking god. Please, please, please. When they say that the kids are our future, if you're having a baby, if you're pregnant right now, if you're listening to me and you have a child that's under the age of 13, get on top of that shit. Please get on top of that shit. Please, because once they reach 13, that's when the attitude hits. And I know that word teen is a a synonym for toxic. Okay, motherfucker, like, teenagers were toxic, and I know I was one of them. I did that toxic shit for fun because I was a teenager and I was lit and whatever the case may be. Why? If you pause, if you have not seen the movie 13, starting out with that white girl that gets her tongue pierced and starts hanging out with like a Latino girl or whatever the case may be. Watch that shit. Watch that shit. That will give you some insight, because kids are even 3 times as worse now. They popping pills, they snorting coke, they having sex at 12. Like, kids are getting pregnant at 14. There's no longer 16 and pregnant bitches. It's literally 13 and carrying. Like, that shit is crazy. That shit is literally crazy. Like, I'm going to slap the fuck out of my niece. Like, and I don't mean that literally, but I mean, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so glad that my brother don't mess with that whole stuff. And I respectfully can't speak on the baby mama. I can't speak on her. But my niece ain't if you're gonna be a hoe, get paid. Y'all be hoeing for free. Y'all be broke and hoeing and don't even be getting help. Like, yeah, no. When I was hoeing, I was at least getting meals. I was at least getting smoked up. Like I ain't been no hoe as of recently, and even I be wanting to tiptoe around it, but I'm at least getting something around it, motherfucker. Like, if you ain't giving me shit, like, other than dick, the door, the patio, whatever, however the fuck you want to exit my household, do it now. But yeah, that's I don't want to do too much right now. To summarize, the word of the day is reciprocation. Um, if you're in a relationship, don't do anything that your partner ain't doing. And if they doing something, take heed in the hints and do something, motherfucker. Like, do something. Do literally anything. Buy them a pack of gum. And just say that no. I was gonna say I thought your breast stank, but that might not go. Buy them a pack of gum and be like, "Oh my god, I know this is your favorite brand." Like, something, like, if you're in a friendship and your homie ain't making plans, don't hit them up for a few days and see if you really rocking with them. Like, see next time they hit you up, like, see what they bring into the table. What mindset are they bringing? Are they making plans? Are they bringing weed? Are they bringing a bottle? Are they suggesting a new place to go to? Like, they picking you up, or you pick, like what are they gonna pay for the Uber there? Are they gonna pay for the Uber back? Like, some form of reciprocation. When it comes down to family, okay, Cut. If these family members ain't doing acting right, leave them alone. 9 times out of 10, you'll see them at the family reunion. You can just say hi to them. You do not have to constantly engage with them. I know they're your sister, but they're your actual cousin. Keep them at cousin's length and you talk to them when you do. Like, it's really never that deep. Like, jobs. If you're overplaying your part and seeing every bitch reap those benefits, take a step back and have them ask you why you stopped doing so. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. And I want to do a quote of the day, song quote of the day from my favorite bad bitch song. I want to go to the quotes. My song of the day is going to be Hiss by Megan Thee Stallion. And I know what lyric I want to choose. It's going to be Bitch You a Pussy. Never finna check me. Every chance you get, your weak ass won't address me. Okay? And then it states, bitches swear they G, but the G must stand for goofy. Trans-revelations chapter 12, verse 34. I want to thank you for tuning in and watching, and tune in till next time where who knows what bullshit we'll be translating.